We can have buildings that are comfortable, affordable, even pretty stylish. And they can also be pollution-free and part of the climate solution. The right architect is essential to achieving zero energy. We found a partner who is committed to zero energy and building for a healthy climate, who's also very adept at collaboratively working with all of the partners to make this vision a reality.
At Blaylock & Partners, our mission certainly is to achieve net zero, but we also want to look at kind of a broader picture of creating a dynamic piece of architecture.
Designing a climate-friendly building is not rocket science, but it does require new perspectives. These new perspectives include design that reduces both operational carbon emissions and embodied carbon emissions. Operational emissions are emissions from energy used to power the building. And we're addressing operational emissions by first designing for energy efficiency to lower our building's overall energy needs, and then designing the building to capture enough solar energy to fully power the building. Embodied carbon emissions come from across the full life cycle of the materials and products used in the building, from the extraction of raw materials to manufacturing the products we need, transporting the products to our site, installation of the products in the building, and emissions from the end of life of the materials and products in the building.
Some of the initial challenges with the Climate Innovation Center really started with the fact that we're taking an existing abandoned building, retrofitting it, kind of giving it new life, really intended to last the next 50 years. We landed on a target EUI of 28, which is about half the energy use of a standard office building. Because of this site and because of its location, we couldn't rely on like a geothermal heating and cooling system. That was off the table. We had to kind of look at different ways to kind of overcome some of those challenges and still create this beautiful, inviting workplace. We went back to some basic architectural design principles, creating windows that were operable really on all three sides of the building where we could place windows to kind of draw air through the building. The challenge there is windows are notoriously sort of a heat and energy loss. So every time we try to make a move with placement of a window and given its size, we would also have to kind of go back to the energy model to see how that kind of tripped or affected the EUI. With projects like this, it's really critical to have open communication with all of the players, from the client to the engineers, consultants, the contractor. As the architect, we always kind of want to see the big picture, from the street experience to the sidewalk experience to kind of the front door. So those all kind of play into our overarching goals, as well as making sure that the Climate Innovation Center hits that net zero energy target.
Thank you to Blaylock & Partners for helping us design a zero energy and climate friendly building.